YouTube, what is up? Welcome back to the freaking channel, and welcome to a shop that is once again going to be filled with a super huge, massive camouflage vehicle. So we got the big rig back. You saw a little bit of the video. I'm going to give you guys a quick walkthrough, explain everything that we did, everything that we had done to the big truck, and then our plans for what we are going to do moving forward. So we've got some parts here. We have, actually we got quite a few parts. This is all kitchen parts, which we're building ourselves, which should be interesting. This is all sorts of, I don't know, little miscellaneous things. We also have piles of stuff back here. We got a lend a hand. We've got, we have a lot. There's a lot. So we're pretty much fully committed to this rig, and we are going to be using it for, one of the main things is we're going to be using it for mountain bike training, which we've already started. I'm doing a huge race, actually 2 of them this year. So I will be training a lot, and a lot of those will be like overnight training, riding different courses, riding different places. And so without further ado, here she is. I am so excited with how this turned out. Again, huge shout out to Bruce and their team over there. There were some issues. There were problems with how it was originally built. There were some really like minor little things. Unfortunately, they were minor things that then let in water. So they weren't a huge deal, but they turned into a huge deal when everything got wet. So we put a new roof on it. We have taken all of the little corner channel pieces of aluminum off. We have resealed everything. All the windows are sealed. The front has got spray foam around all. We did a ton to this thing. One of the big things was the usability of the space here. If you remember before, there was no real good spots to sit and to like just chill out, hang out. So we've got this dinette here now. The dinette, also this piece drops down, and then that turns into a small bed for one of my kids. We do have a full brand new Victron full system, so we will not have power issues anymore. Up here, we had to put the wall back in. This was all torn out. We've got stuff behind the wall. We'll have a TV mounted there. And then we did go with a thinner mattress. We had a 12-inch here, but it got you too close to the ceiling. We're going to put shelving all around this. So you got a lot of room up here to store your stuff, to store clothes. And then down here, we've got this. You'll notice it's pretty simple, but this piece right here, this flips over. I've got poles that go in here. That flips over. It actually uses the stairs as a brace on that side, this on that side, and then these lay down. That is a full queen size bed, and it is like 6-inch or something memory foam. Super comfortable. We've got a blank slate, and I will be building this whole thing out. We are building this out of like Home Depot products. All right, so we're back in business. It's a rainy day. I didn't have a lot to do today for work, so we are going to work on this a little bit more. And you guys got the rundown, kind of what we did. I am learning the power system, so we've got an issue right now. We are plugged into shore power, but we're waiting for our inverter charger to kick over and charge the batteries or something. I don't know. It's set up so that the truck charges the batteries, and then also when we're on shore power, it charges the lithium-ion new batteries. It's a full Victron system. I have no freaking clue. Well, I've just spent the last half hour trying to deal with this Victron system. I clearly don't know what I'm doing. It's a brand new system. I'm assuming it's just something stupid. I have to find somebody. I'm pretty excited to get working on this thing. We're just working out kind of the bugs, some things that I just don't, I don't understand how the Victron system works. So we're trying to work through that. My theory is that I think that our Victron system, I think our batteries got too low, and I think they died. That's what I think. So what's happening is, even plugged into shore power, our Victron system, we have a multi plus 2 or something in there, and I believe that it is not giving us power to the batteries. It's not charging the batteries. It's not doing what it's supposed to. So in theory, the system is supposed to charge the house batteries, the 12-volt batteries that are in there. And it's also supposed to run all of our AC. It's supposed to run everything in the back when plugged into shore power. We're not plugged into a 30 amp circuit. We're into a normal extension cord. But that system should still have enough juice to charge the house batteries. But if the house batteries got too low, maybe that's the issue. There we go. So now we have a nice, fresh, clean surface to work on. I've got a towel in here, or a shipping blanket, and the plan with that is to build everything so we don't scratch it up and try to keep it as nice as possible. All right, so first things first, we're gonna crack this baby open. It does look like there's a lot of parts. I'm hoping that they packaged this as well as it looks like they might have, because that would suck if we have problems with packaging. Because I do not want to go return these. So some Home Depots stock this stuff. This is Hampton Bay. We went with the green color because it kind of matches. We also, when we had them redo this, they painted all that to match. And then we've got some extra paint so we can paint anything that we build. Should be pretty freaking sweet. That is how she goes. These are like actual really nice cabinets. But I mean, like in your house. My wife's gonna be so mad when she sees how much time and effort I put into this versus my chores at home. The other thing is I don't see two things. One, I don't see any instructions. Two, okay, there's some instructions. I see no markings on these. Holy crap. Are you kidding me? How is there not going to be any markings on here? Like, for real. I'm just supposed to know how to do this? Instruction manual. Look at how many models this is for. It's terrifying. Okay, I mean, they make it look pretty easy. Rubber mallet, Phillips screwdriver. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, that's a major bummer here. Obviously with the big ones, I can like see what they are, I can tell, but man. Like this, that's nice. That's a whole rigmarole. It's got the cabinet doors and everything. So I have a text message into my buddy who does this kind of thing for a living, and what I want to know is, since this is in an RV, should I be gluing these tracks, or is it not going to really matter? I'm not sure exactly, but I do feel like I have the wrong piece here. I'm learning. Good thing I asked. We got a brad nailer. We're using 1-inch nails. I don't know if that's even right. We're gonna put them somewhere. And then I've got some wood Loctite made for this kind of stuff, I think. And we're gonna pull these out, and then we're just gonna put a little bit in the track, and then when we kind of put it all back together, it will, in theory, kind of hold itself better, I guess. I'm glad I asked, because especially with being a camper, it moves around a lot, or it will be. I don't want to say I'm a professional cabinet installer quite yet, but it's borderline. It is. I could almost say I am. I might screw this part up though. So that should seat down in there. That means this should have some glue. Okay. Doesn't look the greatest, but can't see any of this. It's all on the inside. So calm. Oh man, I wish the camera's pointed this way. That was such a good one. Oh yeah, great, great, great. Gosh, I'm good at this. Yep. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Okay. And then, so now what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to get this mounted, set where it needs to be, and then we have to hole saw our way into to run our hole saw into there. And yeah, we also need to get latches. So I haven't decided yet if we're gonna do magnetic or like the little metal clips, but we gotta do something because otherwise these doors, even though they're spring assisted, they will spring assist their way out of here. Number two. So this one is smaller, but weighs way more. All right, this is 115 pounds, we've decided. Oh boy. Oh boy. I wanted to get it up on there, but I already cut the box open. Oh boy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Whew. All right, here she is. Alright guys, so that went well, way better than I thought it was gonna. I'm very impressed with these Hampton Bay cabs. So this one right here we've got to cut out, and then this is gonna open up. That's gonna have our plumbing and stuff in it. We might move it over, get it in the back corner, get it out of the way, and then see if we can somehow get a sliding freezer in here. We'll see. We got to get all the hardware. We've got to get everything mounted. We've got a bunch of wiring in the back. That's going to come up somewhere. I have to make a nice junction box so we can plug into that. And then we're going to address the shower. In this video, I do want to get, I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm going to get the butcher block top, and we're going to get the sink mounted. We're going to get it plumbed, and we are going to try to get this thing, this whole back area, 100% usable, probably in the next 2 days. Stay tuned. We will be right back. We're back, baby. We are back. Just like that. Look at this, is magic. Look at this. Look at. Remember this? This is the project we were. So there's been a little gap since about 30 seconds ago in this video, and that gap was me going out of town and being in a complete panic to try to finish this thing because we have to use this as a whole family in like a couple weeks. If you saw there, as we were working on the kitchen, we ran into an issue. We had no lights in here. That's because we had no power. Our shore power wasn't charging. It's a really long story, but we have lights. So huge shout out and thank you to VanVan Overland. And also my brother-in-law, George. Check this out. Look at this. So I asked George, I'm like, George, this is like, I'm kind of in over my head. I don't have the time. I don't have people to help me with this thing. Can you put this thing in? Can you stain the countertop? Can you mount the sink? Can you wire everything up? Can you plumb this? And he says, yeah. And he made short work of it, and he made it freaking turned out amazing. Under here, we've got our 12 volt that we're going to run up. So we have lighting up here. So this whole setup, I'll break it down for you guys. This is a cab, the sink base. This is the color and everything from Home Depot. These are Hampton Bay. These handles are like a super cheap kit from Home Depot. These, we've got little latches so that since obviously it drives, but these things are freaking amazing. And I'll put the pricing up here, but this whole setup, we got the whole kitchenette done. We do have upper cabs for right here. I'm still working on, and then we've got a whole bunch of accessories to put on the walls. But the first thing that we had an issue with was we had to figure out the power. It was driving me nuts. So I brought this into VanVan Overland yesterday, right in Hudson, Wisconsin, and they started going through it, and we had no power to our inverter. So we now have, we also had the wrong size wiring. We have all the right wiring. We have fuses in place, which we did not have before. So the issues once it came with the 12 volt, the issues were going to come when we get the AC hooked up and running. So as soon as we would have put a big draw on the system, even with short power or whatever, once we had the actual inverter working, the inverter was wired incorrectly, and we had a plug on the outside that was not, it had no connection in it. So we traced that, we pulled the wiring out, we hardwired in, and then we diagnosed, or they diagnosed, they took their computer, did all the tests so we could see where power was getting to. And then when they did that, found all our issues. And here's the other side. They were able to, they labeled everything, put new wiring in here. We've got fuses, inline 12 volt fuses to a bus bar there. Let's see. And then, yep, over here, they rewired the outside. And then look at how clean this is. So I'll show you some pictures of the mess we were kind of dealing with. But they got it done. That means we are getting super, super close. So in the next video of the shower situation right here, and then all right, here it is, hands down, my favorite part of this whole entire build. This is fine, it's fine, it's fine. So we're gonna center that beast. We're just gonna full send it right there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, I'm pretty excited about that, and so is my daughter. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. I like it a lot. What else do we got here? We have some bowls for the dog. Let's see what else. We got a sink tray, little guy. We're not going to open that yet. We've got blinds. This is part of our shower system. These are some shelves. I don't remember what they're for. Should probably open them up and see. All right. We've got our drawer. We got our silverware drawer. We're going to add some stuff to this bad boy. We're going to just kind of store some stuff in there for now, too. All right, all right. Guess who's back?